everyone, Mike Sherry here at Sherry Vans, and today I actually don't have a van. I've got an SUV, which we don't see a lot of these SUVs that are mobility ready, but this is one right here. It's a 2019 Chevrolet Traverse with under 30,000 miles. So pre-owned Chevrolet Traverse, but the wheelchair accessibility area is brand new. This has just been done, and it is an awesome system. It's one of my favorite ones I see for rear entry wheelchair accessible system. So let's come on in here. I'll kind of start in the front and I'll work my way back. So they still have seating, car seats for up to 4 passengers and up to 2 passengers in the wheelchair, which I'll show you in a second. So they've changed out the factory seats to these vinyl seats right here. They have their own seat belt. Decently comfortable, great spot for extra seat, and what it does, gives you a really wide area right here. Now you do have rear heat and air conditioning controls, which is nice for the rear passengers. And then in the floor, notice it's a rubber slip resistant floor. It does have tie down areas. There's actually 2 sets of them, and it comes with 1 set of the Q-Straint tie downs. And what the Q-Straint tie downs are, I would say it's kind of like a fancy ratchet strap. What it is, it's going to secure your chair on all 4 corners to keep that chair in place while you're going down the road. So that's a really nice feature there. And you can see you got 1 set of them up there, and then you've got 1 set of them back here. So you have room for up to 2 wheelchairs. Has the shoulder strap in place, and the other shoulder strap right here. So it is all set there. The ramp itself is right at 34 inches wide. It's a little bit wider than what we see in a lot of the minivans. And I would say the angle of approach here, the steepness of the ramp, is a lot shallower on these Traverses than what I see in the typical minivans. So the ramp is aluminum, powder coated, and a slip resistant coating. It's very light, weighs probably about 7 pounds. And the reason that it is this ramp's actually assisted by 2 struts that are inside, gas-filled struts that are inside the ramp assembly there. And then when the ramp comes in place, it latches. Keep it from rattling, keep it in place when you're going down the road. So it latches on both sides. So very simple, easy to use. Customers that have these love them because the SUV versatility, you know. But also, they like the fact that it's easy. There's not a lot of moving parts, no electrical motors or anything moving that up and down, meaning it's always going to work, which is nice. Let's take a look at the rest of the vehicle. It does have backup camera here, does have wiper and defrosting rear window. It's very clean inside. Very clean. Nice seats. These, of course, are front-wheel drive vehicles. Brilliant white exterior. Does have alloy wheels. Financing is available on this, so if you're interested in financing, which a decent amount of our customers are. We actually created a web page for you that you can actually fill out on the device you're watching this video on. So check that out if you're looking for finance options. See, what I love about the seats, they're really comfortable. They got a really aggressive bolsters on both sides. Form-fitting rubber Chevrolet matting down there. I already got it running. It's a little warm out today, so I kept the air conditioning cool. It's got 28,873 miles on it. Low miles. I think it's a 1 owner too. We'll double check that here when we look at the history report. Has automatic headlights, has power mirrors, windows and locks. So all the things you're used to having power, it still does, of course. It has controls here for the center cluster, which will show you your speed limit, your trip, your fuel economy, your fuel range. All that right there is pretty cool. Has your cruise control here, and then we do have some radio buttons back here. The radio is a touchscreen radio. I'm going to put it in reverse. We'll take a look at that backup camera. Nice big color backup camera. You can go with or without the directional lines. It does have AM, FM, and let's see what else. USB, Bluetooth, and aux port for sources. And then also you have projection, which you can connect to your phone to project that on there. And then you can also control the rear climate up here, which is nice. I showed you where you can control it in the back, but you can also control it up here. And then here's your climate controls for the front of the vehicle. Has passenger and driver separate controls, and you can also sync them together, which is what I generally like to do. Down here you have 2 USB ports, an aux port, and a 12-volt power. It does have keyless entry here, which is very nice to have with Panic. Automatic transmission in these, couple beverage holders. This is your terrain mode, where you can select what kind of terrain, whether you're driving normal conditions or snowy conditions. A nice deep glove box there. Did pull up, it's just a one-owner vehicle, never been in an accident. Scores really well. So yeah, this is the auto check, what the history report of the vehicle, but scores really good. We post those on our website now, so if you would like more information on that, you can just go to our website, and there's usually about 7 pages or so. It shows you past owners and all that on there, which is really good information as a buyer. Also, it's really good to know the history of a used vehicle. A lot of times it seems like on these mobility vehicles, I see we go to trade them in and stuff, and a lot of them have been in like totaled accidents where they are in wrecks so bad that it totals the vehicle, and then someone buys them and fixes them up and then makes a wheelchair vehicle out of. So just be cautious of those. Just be cautious of what you're buying if that is the case. I do see an overwhelming number of them, and I don't know why in the mobility world. So it's not the end of the world if you find one and you like it and it has that, but just be cautious of it because it does impact its value. So typically the cheaper ones out there on the market are going to be those ones that have salvage titles, they call it. So all right, enough rant about that. This one is nice, clean title, and it's really fun to drive, clean inside as well. So I better get off here. No need to be on the camera and driving. So thanks for hanging out with me, and we look forward to working with you. Take care.